Good morning. My name is Thilly Mokete. I belong to an organization by the name of SAOPA, and my responsibility at SAOPA is that I'm a mental health nurse, and I'm going to be discussing this morning the relationship between obesity and mental health. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. As I would quickly want to go back to what Dr. Nolwazi discussed as one of our teammates, obesity on Monday, I think. She went to great lengths of outlining what obesity is and how obesity affects the physical aspect of individuals. And she left all the psychological aspect of it to me. And yes, mental health and obesity are closely related. There are a number of studies that have shown that there is a positive association between mental health and obesity. And there are mental health illnesses or problems such as depression, eating disorders, substance abuse, and others that are having a close relationship with obesity. In what way? Individuals overeat when they are not happy. Individuals feel anxious when they are misfits in society, and that is mental health. Individuals become obese because they just want to eat for the sake of eating, maybe to satisfy a certain issue in life that transpired earlier on. Thank you. Next slide. What is this connection between mental health and obesity? We've just seen how closely mental health and obesity are related. Is obesity a chronic disease or a mental health disease? And how does obesity affect mental health? Does it affect mental health, or does mental health affect obesity? Yes, the answer is a big yes. Next slide, please. How? Let's look at how mental health is affected by obesity. Physical appearance of individuals, especially the morbidly obese people, have got a poor body image. And this leads to poor self-esteem. So we have both younger people in our population as well as older people. Both males and females are affected by obesity, and they do not feel well in the bodies that they are carrying. What happens if an individual is young and is looking for work? The minute they want to prepare themselves for interviews, they just feel hopeless. Oh, I can't face them. Oh, I look big. Oh, what will they say? Oh, I don't think this job I'll be able to, to do. Or just to appear in front of a panel, it's daunting. It's a daunting task. So people do suffer from depression and anxiety, because that is anxiety due to obesity. Let's look at the younger people, the ones that are going to school, the children, as well as the adolescents. They're being bullied at school due to their inability to participate in certain activities. Some of them can't walk. Some of them have got breathing problems. Others cannot run or even walk. And they're being teased and bullied. Or a bully, for that matter, can be the one that bullies other children because he is big. He is not fitting very well with his counterparts or peers. Next slide. In life, like I can't remember, but one of my slides in the beginning, maybe 3 slides away from this one, we tried to look at what health is according to the definition that has been given by the World Health Organization. And we believe that everybody's life has to be balanced. Your sexual health, your mental health, your physical health, your relation with other people. We need to balance all these. So all chronic diseases, for example, your diabetes, your high blood pressure, the cholesterol, the arthritis, stress, etc. All these diseases cause sexual dysfunction. And any couple that has got a problem with their relationship as a couple, then they end up with this sexual dysfunction and they will be depressed. Some hit the bottle because they will go to alcohol and become alcoholics. Others will be so stressed that they even stop working or they go to drugs. And the minute they try and handle their lives in that fashion, then we have got bigger and bigger problems. Morbidly obese people suffer from poor mental health. They never accepted themselves. And this is what we should be looking at when they walk into our consulting rooms, or we walk into their homes, or we walk into a group where people are trying to lift each other up by sharing information on how to lose weight or on how to handle themselves generally in life. For an example, a diabetic who is morbidly obese might have an issue with personal hygiene, because some of them, remember, they don't even get out of bed. Others will get out of bed, but the mere exercise of walking into the bathroom, for them, it is not on. It is huge. It's a challenge to an extent that their oral hygiene is poor. They might not even take medication appropriately. Being obese and being diabetics, they might not, wash or change clothing. Remember that even their social aspect of life suffers because they've got the problem of associating with other people. They are unable to mix with other people because of various issues. Their poor personal hygiene could be the issue, let alone being morbidly obese. They don't change their clothing as frequently as it should. They should change their clothing. And then they have got probably a smell that is unwelcoming to other people. And it's not to say that they're not aware of that. They are aware. They could be staining their clothing, because if it's a lady and she's in her late 50s or so, she's morbidly obese and her personal hygiene is poor, they might have leaking urine. The bladder might leak urine. And if they don't change, then they have got huge issues. Next slide. In conclusion, obesity affects the physical and mental aspect of individuals terribly so. I've just alluded to the social aspect of the social relationship with other people. So it's not only the physical and the mental, it's the whole individual. The whole individual. It can be an association with family, an association with co-workers, an association with neighbors, an association with fellow church goers. You know, people where people don't want to sit next to you because you've got this unwelcoming odor, either from your clothes or from your skin, or even from your breath, because your oral health is not welcoming. So obesity is a risk factor with regards to children and adolescents, psychological and emotional well-being. So as you can see, I did not bring out a lot of information on obesity, how it's related to mental health, especially with the young ones. But in my conclusion, I'd like to challenge us that if we see to it that we encourage our young ones, especially children at the school-going age, that they have breakfast and they have lunch, then the chances of them being obese later on in life are very minimal. I think my colleague will speak about, who is also a professional and a professor in this field of food and nutrition and exercise. She will be able to take it further. I'm just laying a carpet for her. She will be able to take it further and speak about obesity, how it's related to nutrition, and how we can help our young ones who are supposed to be leading very active, highly active lifestyles more than us as the older ones. Not to say that we shouldn't be active or be exercising, but the young ones feel the pressure even more. And if they start young but not exercising, where will they be in their lives generally? So this really creates problems, physical, mental, social problems for the young ones. I thank you.